Market in play.
As it's Royal Ascot, I'm using slightly bigger stakes, but I've not traded for a week, so I'm not going mad. I'm just using £100 bank to get settled in. You know, so I can't make any stupid mistakes or whatever in blank in the first race. I always recommend you be careful in the first race. Because it's short, I've got to be out quick as well. So I haven't got a lot of opportunities to really. Nothing might not happen. But it's always wise to sit on your hands if you can't see an opportunity. And I certainly don't want to get involved on this short price book on paper. It's just a case, will something else traded? No, and we will be able to get a few stuff. I'm not going to lay up here at 14. If it goes wrong, it's just too much liability. I'm not getting involved in that. Too much liability, too much support, too little money.
Lupi, Fernandez and Top Rank behind those are approaching the 3 marker now. Still bless him in yellow and the orange cap of Accidental Agent towards the back of the field.
So we'll just
the green jacket, Kieran Schumacher and the IG.
I'm out of here, man.
Try 10 ticks there. 2 ticks there.
He's being chased along though. Top Rank is there.
And we're out.
I'm out of here, man.
And I might have had to close it for a loss there. I should have gone for more.
Sucker.
It's 157 in the first race. Let's move on. I'll let the race run out.
Cubs win in the black and red.
Letting them settle down.
Pick up in front of Jamacho and
That's
Hooper.
always.
With Take It Easy, Midnight's Gift, and Dear Sire.
That way, see a possible
behind,
opportunity there.
heading on to the second. Cubs win from Jamacho. Hooper over in third, then Dear Sire, Midnight's Gift. Take It
Didn't
Easy,
quite come down
last
to me,
rise.
but it's better to be outside the
Pace is
price.
generous.
Not if you're just getting missed and you're
Cubs
doing the right
leads
thing.
them
It's frustrating, but you're
over
actually
the
doing the right
mound
thing.
on the far side. Couple of lengths in front of Jamacho. Hooper settled
When
in
that happens
third.
like that, see,
Ahead
I
of
pop
Dear
down,
Sire
you
on
can
the
see I could
inside
make
of
a few
Midnight's
ticks.
Gift. Take It Easy at the rear.
I
And
cancel it
about
off now
8
because
lengths
things
front to
change.
back as Cubs win leads them
For a new
into the
opportunity.
turn.
And there's not
With
much money
Jamacho
sitting
giving
here, and the
chase.
problem is the money can just
Cubs
fly
win
through you, which we don't
Jamacho.
want.
Hooper in third. Dear Sire on the rail in fourth. Then Midnight's
There was
Gift.
some money sitting around here, but
And
that's
finally,
disappeared.
Take
Look,
It Easy as they
500
level
quid there.
towards the flights of hurdles up the home straight.
If you're a backer
Number
and
3
you see the price
upcoming.
put up like that and that starts
White
disappearing
Faced
like that,
Cubs
then there's a
win
good chance the
from
price is going to
Jamacho.
come in.
Length
I
and
used
half
to be a
between
backer.
them.
You see
Midnight's
how
Gift
that works.
lacked fluency
It's
back
not my
in the
cup of
field.
tea anymore.
Hooper continues to race third with Dear
But there's a
Sire
very good
up
little
the
tip for you if
inside
you're a
in
backer.
fourth, and then Midnight's Gift, and finally Take It Easy. 5 lengths covering them. Passing the
I'm holding that
judge
there, but I'm
on
aware
their
there's
way
more
to
money
the
on the backside,
fourth.
so I
Cubs
think
win
I'm going to have to take
with
that out.
just over a length advantage.
It's too much risk that the money could go
over
through me.
Jamacho with Hooper.
Whether it does or it doesn't
close
matter. It's about
third.
being
Took
aware
that
of how much
really
risk
well.
there is.
Comes away from the hurdle upside.
So look, it would have gone
Jamacho
through
with a
me,
share of
as
second.
I predicted.
With Dear Sire on the inside, railing in fourth.
But what we saw there, just looking, without even looking at the race, you can see that that is an indication that the price is going to come in.
Steadied the tempo on their way down towards flight number 5. Jamacho, Hooper, Dear Sire.
But often when you're in this early stage of the race,
Midnight's Gift and
can only
Take It
hit so
Easy.
far.
Jamacho was virtually on terms with Cubs win, going over the 5th flight.
And the price has
But
gone back
Cubs
out
win
again.
comes away from the hurdle and neck in front of
Unfortunately for
Jamacho.
me.
With Hooper and Dear Sire disputing third, just over a
Waiting
length
to
off the
cancel it
front
off straight
pair,
away.
and Midnight's Gift on the outside of Take It Easy in the final duo. Through their departure point into the back straight with 3 flights to cross. Cubs win and Jamacho are the front two, little between them, jumping 3 out. Couple of lengths to Hooper, landed third. The pace is noticeably lifting. Take It Easy's making headway under Gina Andrews, taking 4th, with Midnight's Gift in 5th, and Dear Sire dropped to the rear as they went over 2 from home. Jamacho on the outside of Cubs win went to the front with Hooper moving through on the inside now to chase the new leader. Take It Easy is close up. They've outpaced Midnight's Gift, and Dear Sire is struggling in the rear. And they have 3 furlongs to cover, 1 more hurdle to jump homeward bound. Hooper on the inside has moved upsides Jamacho, but Take It Easy under Gina Andrews round the outside is just about taking the advantage. The leading trio were drawn clear of Midnight's Gift. Cubs win has weakened as they race off the home turn, and Hooper and Take It Easy have quickened away from Jamacho, with now 10 lengths back to the 3rd horse. Levelling for home, Hooper on the inside, and Take It Easy. Ben Fraser French Davies and Gina Andrews. Take It Easy on the outside of Hooper. Hooper landed in front on the inside of Take It Easy as they race inside the final 200 yards. They put 20 lengths between themselves and Jamacho. Hooper has a couple of lengths in hand over Take It Easy, who's not going down without a fight, but Hooper extends his winning run.
I think it's not expected, but look how
Market
low
suspended.
that price came in.
Take It Easy into
It massively came in, and if you're clever at trading, you pick up these low prices and low horses that run in low. You could make fortunes, literally can. I mean, at this price, even if it went on to win, if you'd managed to catch that spike as it came down, all that money, even if it won, you'd only lose 33p out of the pound. But if you take 50 ticks and get back out up here, and it still comes back and win, you've made a huge profit regardless. So, but that sort of work is not what I'm doing. I'm cold trading today. I do work like that, but that requires more research, following horses and everything else. Anyway, best of luck in that. So,
Pirate Sam
Trading Royal Ascot, first at Royal Ascot. Unfortunately, there's a few races that don't really suit me because they're too short. They don't suit my trading strategy, how I normally cold trade, and plus I haven't done any research. Yeah, I might do for the rest of the day, but so I haven't really got a lot to trade there, and for a couple of hours, I've switched over to Stratford for this race here.
Market in play.
The quality is going to be a lot lower, so you've just got to be aware of that and wait for your opportunity, because it might be low anyway, but it's probably going to be even lower because everyone's got their eyes on the other market, and you can see like straight away on that second runner there, Franz Clown. Just jumped around like a right good and there. Do you know what I mean? So you've just got to be aware that these markets might be a little bit dodgy. So I'm just using small stakes, even though I've got £100 bank stake. Sometimes I only start with 50, but depending on how big the markets are, sometimes as much as 500, depends really what the situation is. So we'll wait for an opportunity and see if we can make some money. But if there's no opportunity, sitting on your hands is often the best thing to do. People are too keen to trade too quickly, to get involved too much, when you really shouldn't. Just wait for an opportunity, take it, make some cash and get out.
Pirate Sam, as they jump the first on the side. Franz Klammer back in front of Canny Tom as they head on towards fence number 5. Franz Klammer, Canny Tom,
quite early on in the race at the moment.
Between the waters.
If you don't know, I use the Racetimer to guide me how far we are through the race, and this will give me obviously visual alerts, which are colour coded. You can set these to whatever you want, where you want your alarms, where you want your bars, and on each time it hits the end of a bar, it will give me an audio alert as well. If you hear the Simpson sounds, you'll hear that kicking off, and that warns me that I must trade no more. If you're going to blow your bank, you're going to blow your bank in that section there, that end section, and you'll notice that'll come up red at the end. So I don't trade that. Occasionally it might dip into it slightly if it's a much longer race, but that is where you blow your bank. So you always, I know I have to get out there, and that gives me a warning that it's coming up. On short races, I have to get on one of these other lines depending on the distance. Like I say, all that is totally programmable to whatever you want, and there's 2 copies of the Racetimer that work side by side. So you can have one for one strategy and the other for the other, and just switch between the 2. Anyway, let's get on with this race. Now we're getting a bit into the part, if you like, where I usually make money.
Cross it, Alexander the Grey and Orsino. So still well spaced out as they approach the end of the first circuit. Canny Tom on the inside of Franz Klammer, matching strides. Nearly 3 lengths in front of Between the Waters.
I've cancelled it off because I see money coming in. Even though I probably would have got matched both sides of the book,
approaching the
it
fence
was
that
too
really
risky.
came down at on the
It's all
first
about
circuit.
risk versus rewards.
Olsod and Mackie D followed, then Alexander the Grey.
Could have easily gone through me, and I didn't want that. And you can see it sort of bumming around there at the moment.
Franz Klammer from Canny Tom
There's
on
not
the
much money on the lay side, so I'm
no
tempted to
mistakes
just get
made
a
at the
quick
ninth
through
fence.
quickly.
Between the
Maybe get
Waters
matched up
continues
both
to chase
sides.
the front pair in front
Not a
of
big profit, but it's a
Silvretta
little profit so far.
They arrive at the water jump for the final time. Franz Klammer touchdown just in front of Canny Tom, and all out over it safely
We want out
behind.
quickly. If we don't get out quickly, we take a smaller profit or a loss. Simple as.
Jump fence number 11. Franz Klammer, Canny Tom in the air together from Between the Waters, with Silvretta Schwarz over in 4th, and Pirate Sam.
Right. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to
D,
drop all
who's
that
gone
profit.
past Alexander
But it's
the
the wise
Grey,
thing to
old
do.
sods
It's the
drop
wise thing
back
to do
one
because we
from
don't want to have
last
a
as they
loss. And you
turn
see, if
down
I
the
hadn't done
side.
that,
Well,
that price would
Sino
have gone
3
through
lengths
me.
off the back
I
if
could have been
anything
looking at a
else
bigger loss. I
continues
prefer
to
to have
bring up the
50p
rear.
profit than that. Now you see,
Defences
between the
12 and
waters has gone
13
favourite.
down the side. It was Franz Klammer
So that
who
was really
rose
important to do.
marginally in
Get out
front of
quickly like
Canny
that. If you
Tom, with
can't get out
Between the
quickly, you
Waters
will
still
not
tracking them
be a good trader.
in third place under Paige Fuller. Silveretta Schwartz
So
rounds
again,
out the
looking for an
leading
opportunity.
quartet as they jump the
First claim looks
final
like it's
fence
coming
down
back
the
in.
I'm
side,
out
where
of here,
Pirate
man.
Sam has come to grief. Come to grief at
I am
the
tempted just to quickly
fence on the
get a few
side.
ticks through there if we
Horse is
can.
quickly up, so too's the rider as they head
6
off into
ticks
the
as we're
back
getting
straight
later
for the
on.
final time with forward a jump. Franz Klammer leads Canny Tom. Silveretta Schwartz and Between the Waters have
We
closed
want
in
to
on
get
the
matched
front
out quick.
pair,
And there
with
you go. There's
Alexander the Grey
a little bit
making
there.
headway from off the
Keep
pace
watching
along
that
with
race
Mackie
timer.
D. Old Soddy struggling
And
as
this is
they
coming
jump
in, so
forward
I'm not
from
really
home.
too
The last to
interested in
clear
it
it
so
remains
much.
Orsino. So they're on their way towards the
I'd
open
rather get a
ditch, 3
spike
from
here.
the finish. Franz Klammer from Silveretta Schwartz.
I'm out of here,
Both
Between the
man.
but we
Waters
want,
with
don't
Canny
forget, very
Tom fourth,
quickly.
going
Get
over
out, out,
3
out,
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 but
out, out, out,
losing
out.
ground. After making headway, Alexander the Grey's now been ridden,
Got a
but
little bit of
Mackie
time left,
D
but not a
now
lot, so I'll
starts to
go for
make
one more.
inroads on the leaders. Heading towards the last on the far side, 2
Don't
from
ever be
home.
tempted to go
Franz
for round
Klammer's
numbers,
chased
by the way.
by
That will
Between
smack
the
your heart.
Waters,
Sucker.
going over 2 out. There'll be
So
a
now we're in
couple
the
of lengths
danger zone.
between them. Silveretta
Certainly
Schwartz
won't be
looks to
putting
be
any more
weakening in third.
trades in,
Mackie
and I'm
D's
cancelling
moved
that
into
off. It's too
fourth.
late now.
Canny Tom's on the
Green that
retreat,
off,
now overtaken by Alexander the Grey, who himself is making no impression.
and you
Orsino
can
has
see.
never sighted the front rank
I'll
and doesn't
cancel
look
that.
like doing so as Franz
So
Klammer,
you can see we've
with a
made
3-length
£4.90,
advantage, turns into the
£4.95,
home straight with Between the
£4.87,
Waters,
£5,
seemingly the only possible
like
danger.
£4.95.
Silveretta Schwartz is
Easy
10
money,
lengths off
move
the
on.
front pair
But it's
in
easy money.
third,
I've
and
been
then comes
sensible.
Mackie.
Bear in mind, I've been sensible. I can't, at the beginning of this trade, it's a really good example. You can see I cut my losses straight away. Didn't risk that price coming in too far. I think that was on that 49p in the waters. Granted, didn't win, but if I'd left that in the market, we'd have been gambling. And if you look at our prices here,
Market suspended.
5.5, 4.3, it's headed right the way into 3. So at that point, you'd be looking at a bigger loss. So I was wise. I could have had 150 profit on that runner, but I took the 48p and just got out as quick as I could because it was looking a bit sketchy. And that's what you've got to do. Look for when it's looking a little bit dangerous, and just get out straight away. And if it goes through you, don't be scared to take a red number, but take the red number quickly. Don't wait for it to build up. Otherwise, you'll be like a rabbit in the headlights. You'll see it. You won't want a £2 loss, and that'll build up to a £5 loss, a £10 loss, a £15 loss. And then what you do, and then all of a sudden you've blown your bank because you haven't bothered to take any of those losses when you could have done. And I bet you, right, at one point later on, you'll be wishing you'd taken even that £15 loss and you've thrown 100 quid. You will be. You'll be wishing you had done it. So don't mess around. Just actually quit in the first place. Anyway, best luck in the markets. We'll move on and see if there's much more today. I don't know.
The flags are up. Sophie Upton on top of the rostrum is ready for them. So too is our commentator. With thanks to the final time at Stratford today, we can get.
So just looking at this race here, this thorn's coming massively. I don't know why. Maybe not massively here, but massively on the track apparently. He's probably going to front run. I'm not going to get involved in that. Yeah, look, he's going straight at the front.
Market in play.
Was that a bad decision? Looks like there's more money on the lay side already, but he might well come in. Could be an opportunity to get a cheap lay in somewhere. So I'm going to have a little look at that.
Oakley dokley.
26. I don't know much about the horse, to be fair. There's 109 there, so we'll just get in front of that. That's as low as I can. I think I'd like to be closer to 4, but we're looking for a spike, really. And obviously we've got to be aware of what our liability is going to be, and our liability is going to be 75 quid. I don't really do much more than that. We'll leave it there and see if he comes in. And I've got to check on the race, do a bit of scalping on the other runners, and see where we get.
Side of Exmoor B.
Oh, by the way, if it looks like it's going to come in massively more than that, and I'll cancel it off and lower it a lot lower. I can't imagine he's going to win it, but you never know. Any horse can win a race. I've seen 1,000-to-1 winner win before. Believe it, it can happen. You don't want to get caught on the wrong side of it, you know. So in an ideal world, we want to get matched, and then we want to see him starting to get caught. So it flicks down, catches us, he starts to get caught, the price goes out, we get matched 26 later. fact, I'm going to go for 25 just because I can, because I've hacked my Geeks Toy.
Continues riderless. The jockey's just about to
So,
get to her
other than that, we're
feet
looking for
as
other things.
Thorne
Got to
leads
keep
them
an eye on him
past the judge
continuously.
ahead of Exmoor Beast,
on
who'd be 7 lengths behind in second on the approach to the fourth. Beholden runs third. Ronaldo, Endine and Trail Boss
Set that back
are the
to
next
4-6
three
for
as they
anything
jump
upcoming.
the next flight of hurdles.
Now
Beholden
this is
going
tempting there
right.
because all that money's
At
there
the other
as
end of
a
the field, Port Lockroy
cushion,
has
but it's
lost
not bouncing
touch
up and down quite enough
once
as
again.
much as I'd like.
As Thorne
Going there now.
rounds the turn that takes him down the side of the course to flight number
Yeah, look.
5, with Exmoor Beast still his nearest pursuer, but about 10 lengths behind once again. 2 in
I'm going to
front
lower
of
that price because I
Beholden,
think
then
he might
Trail
come in lower.
Boss, who's about 15 lengths
That means I
behind
can
as
get
they're
you
jumping the hurdle on the
6.
side, but has moved into 4th place with Ronaldo for company,
We wouldn't that as
Battle
more than
March,
4 ticks, by the way. I wouldn't that as
Endian
25
and Gregor the next trio, and
Oh,
then
that's
you've got to
20.
look a long way back to find the back marker, Port Lockroy.
25.
Having covered a circuit, Thorne's advantage is bordering on 15 lengths now.
I just
The
can't see
Market
it winning
Springer
it,
leads
but
them into the back straight. Exmoor Beast and Beholden are second and third. Battle March is making headway.
it looks
The
like it's
leader
Skinner and
jumps
we
the
need
third
to
from home with a slightly reduced advantage. Endine is being left behind now, with Port Lockroy tailed off and Thorne well on
I'm
his
out of
way
here, man.
to jump 2 from home, which he clears. 10 in front of Beholden, who's regained second. Exmoor Beast is beginning to flag. Trail Boss
I'm
moves
getting scared
into
of this
third,
now.
but would be 3 lengths behind Beholden. Gregor's beginning to run on from the rear,
I'm going to just
taking
see if I can
4
get
from Ronaldo as
up a
they
bit
work
lower.
their way towards the end of the back straight. Thorne remains clear by about 7 lengths.
I'm out of here,
Beholden,
man.
Trail Boss
Oh, he's
and
getting caught,
Gregor
isn't
are now second, third and
We should be
fourth.
right. We'll go back.
Ronaldo's fifth. Battle March's effort was short-lived. Exmoor Beast is a spent force and Thorne's advantage has dwindled to less than 4 lengths on the approach to the home straight. Beholden is ridden.
Let's have that
Trail
tenner.
Boss
There you go.
is
There's 10 quid
travelling
in
with
one
slightly
race.
more purpose. Likewise, Gregor, who's running on up
And
the
you've got to
inside.
understand, all I did
Ronaldo
there,
is detached from the
I didn't know
leading
nothing about
quartet,
this
and
race.
Thorne
I
has
got
been
that
swallowed up
information
as
by
they
listening
approach
to
the
the
final flight.
commentators.
Gregor
And
with
that's
a
it. What did
slightly
he actually
quicker
trade
jump, and
into?
Trail Boss either side of Beholden as they set off up the
Right
running.
into
Gregor
2.5.
under Harry Skelton has
I
shown the
went in
best
at
turn
4.
of foot and is quickened away from Beholden and Trail Boss, who...
Now, had I gone in at 2.5, I can have double the profit.
Market
I
suspended.
never believed it would ever trade in that low, to be fair. I thought, you know, if you look originally, I cancelled the bets off because I went in at 5.4 and then I lowered it right the way down to, well, 4.3 just because there was money there and I wanted to get matched above that. Because if it spikes down, there's a load of money there and you're beneath it. You've got to get that money catched, and if there's nothing below that, then it's probably going to shoot in further, which it actually did. But there you go. There's 10 quid for one race. There you go. Move on to the next one.
As Ontario leads, a red jacket
I'm using
now
slightly
moves in
bigger stakes
second,
than
about a
last
length
race,
and a half
just
away in
because
white.
more money being
Poetic
turned
Fair
over.
running in third. A
But
white
it doesn't
cap,
look that
green
great,
jacket,
so I'm not
Lucky
going that
Vega
mad.
with
In fact, I'm
Battleground,
going to lower that back
Keen in
down
blue
to
and
5
orange. Mustardaf right next
because
to
I
him
expected to
in
see
blue
more than
and
that in
white
play.
colours, and then Chindid is behind Wembley. La Barossa together with this at this stage. Highland Avenue's the back marker. La Barossa in company
Don't
with him,
trust
and
it so far.
Maximal green and pink colours.
If we don't
Is
make a
halfway
profit,
down
we
the
don't make a
field, but
profit.
Ontario is skid
What we don't
clear
want
as
to do
they
is
go
make a
past
loss.
the 4 furlong marker. That was halfway, leads by 5 lengths. Namus in second place. Poetic Flair behind him, running in third.
And the money
Then
might stop
Mustardaf
picking up
on
a
the
little bit
running
now.
narrowly in fourth place over the green and
We just
white
want to get
colours of
caught on a
Lucky
spike.
Vega. Battleground between those. Maximal, Wembley, Chindit, Bullis behind those, and then
And that's
Thundermoon
it.
as they level up for home.
I'm
On
watching
the
the
right
old
is the grey
Racetimer.
Highland Avenue, La Barossa behind that. Now they get
Fortunately, we
past
only
I'm
got
out of here, man.
Can't match.
to Poetic Flair, and the white and purple is
And what
pulse
can we
for
get out
question.
for?
Mustardaf short of room against the running rail. Maximal coming
Not a
down
lot of
the
this
centre with
rate.
a challenge. Lucky Vega still there as well.
I'm out
But
of here,
it is
man.
Poetic Flair who has shot
Not a
clear
lot.
inside the final furlong here with Kevin Manning. Leading by 3
Sucker.
lengths to Lucky Vega. Battleground.
That's
Very
that's how
talented.
you need to handle them shorter races. If you noticed, I flashed up to a 10, and that was only because I
Market
got a massive
suspended.
offset in what I was trying to. But unless the price came back in, I would never have got that. You can see I actually didn't really get that green off properly the way it worked. But anyway, £2.60 profit. I'm not sure why that didn't green properly. I think I must have double clicked. So what I did is I hedged, and I probably put a second hedge in by mistake. Stuff like that happens. Anyway, it's another £2.62. It doesn't matter. We're up to. I've got a little bit more to come off that as well because that include possible losses. I think that's 18 quid. So we're over 20 quid for the day so far. Some days you'll earn 20 quid. Some days you'll you know, 100, 200, 300, 400 even. You know, I think my bet day was 600 quid in one day. But, you know, you just got to wait for the opportunity to come. Don't force them. Just take what you've got each day, and what happens with the long run accounts. Anyway, I'll move on to the next race. We'll get a few more trades in today. If you don't know, I use hotkeys. I've mentioned it before. Spacebar to reset the ladders. Cancel my bet. It's most important. So I'm going to use the spacebar now. You watch what happens. And I've got that to set the market. You can sort the market how you want. Sort the market through prices. You can set it a lot of other ways as well if you want. There's a lot of money on the backside here. It looks like let's run out. I don't know. And there's a lot of money on the side. Very buttered up. Right now. So there's no opportunities right now. But when they do appear, you can take advantage. Now I can see here there's a lot more money on the late side than the back side. So I'm waiting for an opportunity to come here. I'd like to be down here at sixes, but unfortunately there's quite a few £100 there that's in the way. I'd like that to all be 4 ticks lower. And the reason being that would increase my liability. Liability. So the market should start flicking about a little bit more in a second, and we're waiting for that before we put our money in the market.
In fourth place as they run towards their final 6 furlongs and on their way back to us now. In midfield still is Lostwithiel.
So we're getting up to that time where we should make some cash, but these prices are too big for my liking.
MC Muldoon yet to make a move, neither Just Hubert, and Island Brave still towards the back with Royal Illusion as the lead is still being held.
I'm looking over here, what's Just Herbert doing as well. Price is coming in.
With Mancini in second, Rachetime, Lucky Deal, they are still 1, 2, 3
Okay, here we go.
Golden Rules is next with Untold Story, Coeur de Leon, Lostwithiel.
Looks like a good opportunity.
Followed by Elysian Flame,
I'm out of here, man.
Okay, we need to be out quick, and if we're not, we have to close the position off. So I'm looking at the race time. I've got a bit of time to go. Come on, matches. And we're matched up. Now we're a little bit later on. It's not too late, but getting towards that stage. And now we want a few more ticks.
Cape Gentleman is trying to make some ground, but has got an awful lot to do from where he is inside the 2. And now Golden Rules challenging under Frankie Dettori.
I'm out of here, man.
They're now hitting the end of the race. The race is running fast.
On the inside,
So we're out.
They run inside the furlong, and it is Rachetime who's battling away here. MC Muldoon is now flying down the outside under Ryan Moore. Rachetime chased all the way by MC Muldoon as they run close to
Sucker.
Looking at this race at Royal Ascot, it's 5:35, which means it's not on ICV anymore. So liquidity might be a little bit less. You can see it's under 1 million, and the race hasn't started yet, where some of the others were at like 1.5. But I still expect it to be pretty good in play. It's a shorter race, which means we need to get out pretty early. It's a fast track. I mean, this is an average timer. On these fast grounds, it might finish around there. So I need to be getting out pretty early, in and out. It's a smash and grab. This. Try and get out before the business of the race. If it goes wrong, we just take the loss, and it's as simple as that. If you can't take a loss quick, you'll never be a successful trader. Losses are all part of the game, and you have to remember that. That's where most people go wrong. They just can't accept it. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Try and make some money.
Market suspended. Market in play.
So I'll just let the race settle down. So I'm using a slightly bigger stake, 750. I do. You can see, like, even here, the quality isn't that great. That it really isn't. It's not like the race a couple of hours ago. Unfortunately, most of them were too short for me today, but hopefully that will pick up. I'll have a look at the other races and see if we can get some better opportunities. So right now, we just want to get some catch through. Too much money on the backside, not enough on the late side, so that price is going to come in. We're going to have to wait a minute. We've got to see it the other way around. Things like that going on. Now that's kind of changing, and we quickly see if we can get some money through.
In second position, Pallavicino wearing the hood, just ahead of Forest of Dean.
If we don't get matched up, we're out. There you go. It's £2.45, and we do it again.
Are now going by halfway in the Wolferton.
Still waiting for an opportunity. I can't see money on either side at the moment.
The field at this stage. Juan Elcano followed by Felix and Dewan. Blue Cup, Yukon Glen is still last of all, but Victory Chime has gone fairly hard in front. They're now on the turn back towards home. 3.5 left to travel with Pallavicino in second.
We need to get matched both sides of the book pretty quickly, don't forget.
Ryan Moore just starts to push away at Solid Stone to get closer.
Oh.
Patrick Sarsfield is tucked in on the inside. Juan Elcano, Foxtel next, Volcanic Sky driven, then fast.
Now we know let's get out quick, and we're out, and that is done. £5.50.
I'm out of here,
See you
man.
later. Now, if you watch this Patrick Sarsfield, he might well come on and win. I'll tell you what, you wouldn't want to be in now, and that is why I use the Racetimer. Can you imagine what a state problem I'd be having right now? Doesn't like it is going to win.
Sucker.
But can you imagine if I'd not get out, whether it wins or not,
Market suspended.
Doesn't really matter. It's beside the point. It really is. The point is you've got to be smart all the time. And look what that traded into, right into 1.17, and there's pretty much decent, very decent money at 1.20. So if I hadn't got out when I would have done, I'd have just literally been gambling my whole. I don't know what my liability was, to be honest with you. It moved so quickly, but I would have been gambling my liability. Hence why I used the Racetimer. Look back on this race, you'll see where I got out, why I use it, and all that. Now, just to show you what's happening today, bear in mind I've got £5.50 add on because I'm not going to wait to show you the results, otherwise it'll be a very boring video. So that's what we've made already today. £23.40. Add another £5, £28.40, and another 50p. So say 29 quid today, and we've done 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 minutes work if you include this last race, which is yet to be added on. And that's it. You know, that's it. Other days I might make more money. There might be more races that are worth trading. Some days there's not. Just take your opportunity at the days. But if you imagine, if you make £29 a day, let's call it 30 quid just to make it, or we'll call it 35 actually, just, you know, dumb it down a bit. 25 quid a day, that is over 7 days, it's 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, and then 2 more days is obviously going to be 175. Now, if you even if you blew your bank, bear in mind I'm restarting my bank at 100 quid, if you re-blew your bank every 8 days, you still make 75 quid a week. I've had an email this week about someone blowing their bank. You know, you've got to not do that. Try and get all these a good strike rate like I have here. I'll show you a lot of details coming up shortly. I've got some plans on how to show you how to monitor all your figures, cut out the races you lose money on, everything else. That's all coming up very soon if you can't continue to watch me. But if you consider that, even if you did that, you could still make 75 quid a week for doing hardly any work whatsoever. Now, like I say, I've only spent, 35 minutes a day. Between these races, I've been doing something else. I'll tell you what I've been doing today. I've literally been chilling out watching Friends. That's it. You can do whatever you want. Obviously, it doesn't mean I can go out down a pub with my mates because I've got races to trade later on. But you can do a lot of things in between, whatever you want. Anyway, I hope this helps. Please hit like, please hit subscribe. If you need a copy of the Racetimer, so you can do what I do, it's an extremely important bit of kit, then please just drop me an email. There's a link below to my email address. If you need a copy of Geeks Toy so you can get started, there's a link below. Please click on that. If you need a copy of my setup files so you can have your setup the same as mine, I'll just run through it. So I've got my market information, my staking tools. If I want to click on here, I can. I've got this set up for Inplay Trading. I don't want to see graphs down here, but if I did want to see the graphs, you see I can click over each one and it's just sitting there ready to wait. I've also got, you can't really see it because I've got that too low down. Normally I have it slightly different. I've also got the market overview sitting there right there as well. But these two bits of kit are more for if I trade something pre-race, to be fair. That's what you want them. You don't really need them in play. But yeah, if you want this bit of kit, I'll send you the file. It's not a problem. I do that for free as well, by the way. So it's not a problem. Just drop me an email. Other than that, best of luck in the market. That's day 1 of Royal Ascot. Unfortunately, not that many for me. We just have a quick look how many I actually did. Did the last one. So Royal Ascot, just 1, 2, 3, 4 races at Royal Ascot today, and a few others I picked off. That's it. I think the money's hit the bank, just to prove it. Let's see if it has. Results don't always come up straight away as they come up in the bank, by the way, but hopefully I can show you quickly. No, it's not quite there yet. I'll just hit refresh one more time. You can see the money's already in my account, so that's £28.89 for that little bit of work. No losses, no messing around. If you want to learn how to be like this, make no losses, maybe the occasional one here and there, you do have to take losses here and there. But if you want to learn how to get this good, get in touch. I'll teach you. It's not a problem. Anyway, so that day 2 of Royal Ascot. Looking forward to it. I hope it will make a bit more cash. See you for now. Bye bye.
Introducing Geeks Toy trading software, the fastest, most customisable and most popular software for betting and trading on Betfair and BetDAC. Designed by professional traders for you. Key features include unlimited desktop settings and the ability to create custom profiles to suit every user's needs. Unbeatable speed, real-time prices and one-click betting. Unique management of multiple markets. You can bet or trade on multiple sporting events simultaneously. Support for 8 languages. Context-driven help on every window. Dutching and bookmaking, training mode, advanced charting, enhanced navigation, support for Betfair coupons, stop loss and more. Geeks Toy, possibly the best Betfair and BetDAC trading software in the world.